29th. Minister of Information and Culture reaffirms federal government commitment into funding sustainable analog switchover. Federal Capital Territory Administration set to crush 1,500 impounded motorcycles by Directorate of Road Traffic Services. And Police Officers' Wives Association (POA) tasked members to give moral support to their husbands for needed breakthrough in security. A very good evening. Thanks for joining us on NTA Channel 5 News at 7. I am Miriam Amadi. Digital divide is not just about access to digital media services, but the gap between economic opportunities available, just a few. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who stated this at the opening ceremony of the Digital Media Convention, 76th General Assembly of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, revealed that the federal government of Nigeria has committed enormous resources into funding of sustainable and successful analog switchover. Ifeanyi Ezumba reports.
The issue of broadcast digital switchover is a global phenomenon which entails serious process that must be handled with diligence and utmost care, having in mind the end users, which is the entire public. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, represented by the General Manager, NTA Channel 5 Abuja, Ayo Adeoye, maintains that the benefits of digitization to the industry players and the public are numerous, just as the global economic indices have continued to signal the need to double efforts in achieving successful digital migration.
The practical digitalization in Nigeria commenced with Buhari's government in 2016 in Jos Plateau State. We have since carried digital switchover in 6 other states, including Lagos, Kwara, Osun, Enugu, Kano, and the FCT.
Other key players in the broadcast industry speak of the need for content in broadcast station to always be of standard.
That news today is distributed at a fast rate under the digital broadcasting, and it spreads wider than the traditional method of broadcasting.
The conference is to fine-tune, this and to bring all the stakeholders together to be able to, fashion out exactly the road path.
There was technical session by participants, including the Executive Director Engineering, Nigerian Television Authority, Moses Okpanachi, on digital migration.
NTA is working seriously in trying to inject into the system the younger ones, whereby we'll be able to work with them and integrate and make sure we have the best of the best.
The theme for the 76th General Assembly of Broadcasting Organization is building society together with vibrant digital media services. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Ezumba, NTA News.
Now, within the context of the ongoing constitutional review process and how representation of women in Nigerian politics, the UN Women Nigeria is partnering the government of Canada to implement a project titled Advance Women's Political Participation in Nigeria. Hawa Gimba reports that the project seeks to promote appointment of women into leadership positions preparatory to 2023 general elections and beyond.
Women equal participation and leadership in political and public lives are essential to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals as well as building a nation. This informed the gathering of women political elites from the National Assembly as well as traditional rulers to strengthen the active participation of women in Nigerian politics. The United Nations Women Political Participation Project is an advocate for the gender bills, which will be fully supported by the Government of Canada. The United Women Representative to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Comfort Lamti, re-echoes their commitment to supporting women, especially in politics and other issues related to women generally.
We've been working with Canada in this West Africa region to promote women's political participation over the last 5 years.
Around the world, we've seen that when women are part of decision making, they're thinking about the needs of women.
Representative of the Sultan of Sokoto, Emir of Kefi, Dr. Shehu Chindo Yamusa, welcomes the development.
This partnership is at both matrimonial and public levels.
In their voices, no retreat, no surrender. Advocates fighting the gender bills in the National Assembly say they will work with the United Nations women in ensuring that women's voices are heard.
We feel disappointed, and the way forward is that, yes, you are down, but you are not tired.
They must listen to us.
In their goodwill messages, stakeholders further express the hope that women participation results to tangible gains for better democracy. Hawagimba, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration is set to crush 1,500 impounded motorcycles by the Directorate of Road Traffic Services. The RTS Director, Abdul Latif Bello, gave this hint while on an on-the-spot inspection of the DRTS Task Force office in Wuye. Onozo Yakubu reports.
The 1,500 impounded motorcycles awaiting crushing are those that contravenes the FCT laws and regulation by driving against traffic. Directorate of Road Traffic Services, Abdul Latif Bello, disclosed that the motorcycles were impounded within the last 3 to 4 months ago. He wants Okada riders in the FCT to obey the rules and do their business within the approved routes designated for them.
Obey the regulation, to obey the restraining order, that they should not apply the FCC Federal Capital City routes. They should stay, within the confined to estates and then not approaching the highways. So all those that contravene will face this particular,
The DRTS boss, however, maintained that parts of the crushed motorcycle will be converted to other economic use that will boost the revenue profile of the FCT. Onozo Yakubu, NTA News.
For operatives of various police formations to succeed in realizing their mandates of providing security, their spouses must avail the needed moral support to the home front. Wife of the Commissioner of Police FCT, Mariam Babaji Sunday, gave the advice as members of the Police Officers' Wives Association, POA, held a meeting at the FCT command. Onozo Yakubu reports.
Ohia Rokwa Said is one of hundreds of spouses of police officers serving with the FCT command. She joins others to listen to a couple of women whom have been through the phases for years, share expertise that worked for them, and as well gave their officers' husbands the needed confidence to carry out their duties devoid of worries of what situation held sway at the home front.
You know the problem of an average policeman already, which the country as a whole can testify. Thank God for this new regime. They are really doing great.
POA's present leadership has saddled itself with the mandate to also initiate platforms to better the fortunes of widowed members with the introduction of a cooperative platform.
They should be very active so that they will help their husbands. Because for every strong man there must be a woman.
Just envisage that these people need help, not help in giving all the time. They need to bring themselves up financially.
POA says, as lovers of peace with an uncommon dedication to duty, members will continue to provide the requisite support to their spouses and police force to ensure a peaceful and egalitarian Nigeria. Onozo Yakubu, NTA News.
Determined to further expose our primary school pupils to tradition and cultural heritage of the country, Royal Rainbow International School will held its annual Cultural Day event. Aisha Bashir reports.
It was indeed an exceptional day at the school when pupils, parents, teachers and well-wishers gathered to experience and enjoy the exciting display of cultural activities.
Igbo cultural heritage on display this afternoon. Agbada, as it showcases the rich Yoruba cultural heritage. That is it. Many people on parade, on showcase this afternoon.
This year's celebration tagged Our Culture, Our Pride, held in the school premises. The radiantly dressed nursery and primary school pupils put an outstanding performance to the admiration of their parents and other guests.
Then to sensitize them from youth about the values of Nigerian culture, our traditions, our heritage, so that they do not forget our culture.
Our dresses, our food, our ways of even getting married, the name of our king and emirs and Obi, everything shows culture.
This is a way to exhibit our culture, to also create awareness, also make our children to understand and speak our different languages.
With their colorful beads, beautiful accessories and trendy traditional attires, children from various geopolitical zones were allowed to express themselves.
This cultural day has been organized by the school to teach our pupils more about their culture and their local dialect.
And the theme for this cultural day is Our Culture, Our Pride. So cultural day is all about dancing, greeting, the food, the singing, the dressing and all that.
Also, different presentations such as poems, pageant and choreography were projected to show the uniqueness in different cultures. Likewise, delicacies from different tribes were served. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
We all have stories, but only the best will make Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria. The search for Africa's most creative dance talent.
And to Sports Brief, Super Eagles Abuja Camp swells with the arrival of more players, bringing the number to 21 that will face Ghana Black Stars on Friday as Ghana FA releases squad list for the encounter. Let's join Abdullahi Ajia for more on Sports Brief.
More invited Super Eagles players have reported to camp Monday evening ahead of the FIFA World Cup playoff with the Black Stars of Ghana, as at the time of filing in this report, Francis Uzoho, Shehu Abdullahi, William Trost Ekang, Leon Balogu, Shemi Ajayi, Ola Aino, Frank Onyeka, Odion Ihalu, Daniel Akpeyi, Ahmed Musa, Ogene Karo Etebo, Kalechi Henacho are all in camp. Meanwhile, coach Otto Addo has released a 27-man squad for Nigeria clash. The list is made up of 4 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 6 midfielders, 4 wingers and 4 strikers. The Black Stars interim coach says his side equally stands a chance of picking the ticket to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. To basketball, Los Angeles LeBron James erupted for a game-high 38 points along with 11 rebounds and 12 assists to power the visiting Los Angeles Lakers to a 131-120 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday. In tennis, Stan Wawrinka is set to return to competitive tennis next week following his injury nightmare, with the former world number 3 signing up to play on the ATP Challenger Tour. The 3-time Grand Slam winner has not played since the Qatar Open in March last year, as he underwent a small procedure on a foot injury. In cricket, Meg Laney scored a magnificent unbeaten 135 as Australia beat South Africa by 5 wickets to make it 6 straight wins at the Women's World Cup. South Africa remains second on the table despite their first defeat to the tournament and will face West Indies on Wednesday. With Sports Brief, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
And just before we go, remember to take your COVID-19 vaccine and continue to stay safe. That's the news in English, translation in local languages next. Stay with us.
ama gbaje shaje wona ya puada kushi gbadai yiwo anaba yi sheba badai wo ma press so ayuba won wago anaba ye gai nyize anyi chige aje bakpaye bashishi bakun nge na sokoi lolo umwa baye baba bayi na mashi badana pegi lo ayuwe zanshin zoko nge fanya zimba wadai nge minister badago gna kunuku nyaye yela Mohammed yizana gman ayo adewonyi wa bebe wa putanyi no be dai lo nu sanu wo be gu agbedagun ye shi bua shitna bache tna nyaya wa godo nge yi gwamnati ku ayuwe wufi anabaji gogna nyize nyaye pya na ntige ya bua abyeji kogolo na baya tu gwamnati boku na bai ba bua abyeji fi nsa woweye aya abokokoi na baya tabwashi abo awowei ya shaboshe akyaje gi ba shi tu ya abyeji bo gwamnati kizina tatni shimba badai nge baku abo zashinshi hwia tutu na baiba hwi ababuria nlo taji awoche atnu ba hwi ba ya gutu anuze yakubu wa godo we ngai gaza na gmanje Abdul Latif Bello sanu nwobe le sheba nwuye aba mbana ababuli ye ya hwi wa godo nge ababuli da ta ye le ba hwi kizina bagbotu yiga ayibage wa akada dai wa baba hwi gwamnati bagbotu atago ba baburu na ala kogo a hwi ko ya nu kudu eyi abusi bida atatu ji ba mi ba shi ba tutu shako kuce an ko zago ba ce ba bua nge ba ko batuko nu abu su bida zana gman kinsu na nya ye Mariam babaje Sunday won ko bai da sanu wo bai da bada na abu su bi da an ko gbada gwina yi nga po wanyi mba ye shi ono te akubu wa godo nge ntu na abu su bida ni ba shi lo ba wewe ba ji ko salo ba na an gba ile lo mu abaye kuma gbada gwi ekwen oko beyanu na ba kwa che ba bua na bai agodo niti an ko aga nga baba che ba nubuwa na bai tete ko ba ya bi dede magbaje kibeji adawo su shekwa su yi page shekwa ni jisu saisu
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan lokaci ga fasaran takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Shuaibu Onoze Yakubu. Ministan labarai da al'adu Lai Muhammad ya sanar cewa gwamnatin tarayya ta kashe makudan kudade domin samun nasarar yin amfani da na'urorin zamani wajen isar da labarai. wakiliyarmu Ifayin Ezumba ta labarta cewa ministan wanda ya sami wakilcin shugaban gidan talabijin na Abuja Ayo Adewi, wanda kuma ya sanar cewa tuni waɗansu jihohi suka fara amfani da wannan sabon na'urorin zamani na yada labarai. Hukumar raya birnin tarayya Abuja ta shirya ɓarnata da masuna 1,500 da aka kama cikin watanni 3 zuwa 4 da suka wuce. Shugaban ma'aikatan kulawa da zirga-zirgar ababen hawa na Abuja, Abdullatif Bello ne ya sanar da haka a lokacin da ya kai ziyarar ganewa ido a ofishin ma'aikatar da ke Wuye. Waɗannan masuna da aka kama kuwa su ne waɗanda suka karye dokokin tuki na Abuja. Mai ɗakin kwamishinan 'yan sandan Abuja, Maryam Babaji Sonde, ta yi kira ga 'yan uwanta mata na 'yan sanda da cewa su zama masu kulawa da mazajensu. Maryam Babaji ta yi wannan kira ne a wajen taron kungiyar mata na 'yan sanda da aka yi a kwamandin 'yan sanda na Abuja. Wakilinmu Onotu Yakubu ya kawo rahoto cewa masu ɗaki 'yan sanda a wajen taron sun bukaci da cewa su ci gaba da tallafa wa mazajensu domin samun cika burinsu na yi wa kasan nan hidima. Ta jama'a, abin da ya sauka kenan, mu kwana lahiya.
abalị ọkakọ bụ m Chisom Soni Nwokafọ ka anyị gaa n'iru. Uru ndị dị na nweta usoro nzirịta ozi ejikọrọ ọnụ nke ọgbara ọhụrụ abụghị naanị nweta igwe a, kama ọ gụnyere usoro akụnụba dị n'ime ya na ndị ọzọ. Onye ọrụ anyị Ifeanyị Ezumọ batara anyị akọ na ọ bụ onye ọchị na-elekọta ọrụ ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi nke ala anyị bụ Lai Mohammed mere ka amata nke a na mmalite nzukọ agba nke 76 nke otu jikọrọ ndị ji igwe okwu eme mgbasa ozi ya kpọrọ n'okwu nke Bon. Onye ọchịchị abụ onye isi ụlọ ọrụ NTA Channel 5 Ayo Adewoyi nọchitere anya ya kwuru na ala anyị etinyela nnukwu ego ịhụ na ala anyị pụrụ n'igwe mgbasa ozi nke ochie ma banye na nke agba ọhụrụ. Ọchịchị obodo abụ FCT ekwuola na ha adịla njikere ịkwọrị ọgbatumtum ndị ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka njem werewe n'okporo ụzọ n'obodo a nwụchiri bụ ndị dara iwu. Onye ọrụ anyị Nọzọ Yakub mere ka amata na ọ bụ onye ntụziaka nke ụlọ ọrụ njem werewere akpọrọ n'okwu nke DRTS Abdullatif Bello tụpenyere azụ a n'oge ọ na-eme njem nleta n'oge ntinye na iwu nke ụlọ ọrụ adị na Wuye, ebe o kwuru na a ga-eji ọgbatumtum ndị a kwọrịrị eme ihe ndị ọzọ pụrụ ịbara obodo a bụ FCT uru. Onye uwe ojii ọbụla n'ụlọ ọrụ ndị uwe ojii ga-eme nke ọma n'ọrụ inye ezi nchekwa enyefere ya n'aka ma ọ bụ na ndị nwunye ha enye ha ezi nkwado n'ebe obi ha dị iche iche. Onye ọrụ anyị Onotu Yakubu wetara anyị akọ na ọ bụ nwunye onye isi ndị uwe ojii n'obodo abụ FCT Mariam Babaji Sunday nye ndụmọdụ a na nzukọ nke ndị nwunye ndị uwe ojii akpọrọ n'okwu nke Power mere na Abuja, ebe ndị isi nke otu a kwuo na ndị otu ha dịla njikere itinye oke nke ha ime ndị dị ha obi ụtọ dịka ha ji ọrụ nchekwa dị oke mkpa n'obodo a. Ka anyị bụ ọnụchi ndewo.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ríré kọ́ṣọ́ sórí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá fún ọ̀nà àbáyọ ètò ìròyìn kì í ṣe kèrémí bí kò ṣe pé ìpèsè ìdàgbàsókè ọrọ̀ ajé wa bó ti wù kórí. Aṣojúkọ̀rọ̀ wa Ifeanyi Ezumọ ṣàlàyé wípé èyí ni ọ̀rọ̀ mínísítà fún ètò afúnigbọ́ àti àṣà ilé wa Lai Mohammed níbi ayẹyẹ ìṣípàdé ètò ìròyìn gba ọ̀nà ayárabíàṣá 76 irú rẹ̀ tí àjọ tó ń ṣètò àwọn oníròyìn ìyẹn BON ṣe tí ó fi kún wípé owó ribiribi ni ìjọba àpapọ̀ ná láti rí dájú wípé ríré kọ́ṣọ́ sí ọ̀nà àbáyọ ayárabíàṣá yìí tó kó kẹsẹ̀ járe. Ní báyìí iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣàkóso olú ìlú Nàìjíríà Àbújá FCTA ti ṣetán láti gún lódó bí iyán àwọn alùpùpù tó tó 500 gba ọwọ́ àjọ tó ń ṣètò ìrìnkèrindò ọkọ̀ lójú pópó ìyẹn VIO. Ọ̀nàzè Yakub aṣojúkọ̀rẹ́ wọn jábọ̀ wípé ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ VIO Abdulateef Bello ló fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lélẹ̀ nígbà tí ó